Do your thing. Hello, moo, moo,
Oh my god.
moo.
Moo.
Can I get a moo? We got a moo.
I was a cow in the Christmas play.
Were you seriously?
Moo, moo, move all of you. Make room for Mary.
I hope it was more enthusiastic than that.
Oh, it was. Oh, it was. Yeah.
Because this performance was a little lackluster. I'm not gonna lie.
Because halfway through that, I realized what I was revealing, and I was like, I don't know that I want to reveal this.
Too late. Her Bishop Briggs. Her new song is called "Moo Moo, Move Out the Way."
Make room for Mary.
Yeah,
Featuring Make Room for Mary.
featuring the remix will be out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Stay
Perfect.
tuned.
It's gonna be awesome. The actual single is out now, "Champion,"
Yes.
which is not about cows at all.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Sadly. Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
It's such an empowering song about like taking charge and being proud of yourself and like picking yourself up. And I know that comes from a place for you that was like pretty dark for a minute.
Yes, I was feeling as though I was a shell of myself. And it wasn't just in the relationship that I was in, but it was also just as a woman navigating the world. And I kept on feeling like it was, be strong, but not too strong. I mean, be humble. Come on. And it was, and then it was like, be sexy, but be cute, blah, blah. And then I was just like looking at the men in my life and I was like, do you guys have to think of these things? No. I don't think so.
No, they never do.
And I'm sure there are some men that 100% have those feelings as well. But I was finding that a lot of the women that I was connecting with were having the same feelings at that time. And I just thought, wow, like, what if I did, what men do, which is like they feel confident because of things that they feel proud of. Like, and that makes sense, doesn't it? It's like, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, it was like, working hard and like treating people the way I want to be treated. And just telling myself like that's enough to be confident about and to walk into the room and feel confident and not have to apologize when I'm not actually sorry or say it was our idea when it was my idea, and I found that the more I did that, the more I attracted people in my life, including men, that were like, yeah, of course it's your idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Because there are a ton of men that are like that, and they are feminists, and that just means simply that they want men and women to be equal.
Yep.
And if we do the same thing, we should be paid the same, and so this song...
Now you're just talking crazy talk.
I know. Whoa. Whoa.
You had me, then you lost me.
Oh my God, you'd be surprised. So I will say it has been really exciting to have a song where like therapeutically I have to repeat I'm a champion.
Yeah.
And I told myself, even for, I recently played James Corden, No Pressure.
Saw that.
Oh, God. But, and it was a really great experience. I rolled my eyes because I was very nervous. But I had to really own, I'm a champion. Like, I have to exude that in my face. Like, this isn't about, like, being pretty. And this is about being like, hey, take me seriously. And, and these are the reasons. And I feel frustrated that women are being put in this position, and I feel frustrated that men are being put in this position. So let's just make a shift. And so I really tried to exude, a little bit of that anger, and anger in a healthy way, not in a dismissive way, more so just I think we all feel angry, and we all are seeking this equality. Both men and women are frustrated at the climate that we're in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And actually, it's kind of cool because in that way, it almost becomes an affirmation for you, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is hard. It's hard for me to not go I'm a champion. Oh, it's hard.
Right?
It's a definite. I have to make an effort. A conscious effort to not, talk myself down from that.
Yep.
And just, when I think of people that I look at as champions, it's not always the person that's solved world peace or world hunger. It is the people that drop their kids off at school and they go to their job. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a champion,
Managed to figure it out.
So why can't I do the same for myself? It's we're so hard on ourselves. I mean, I know this isn't an Oprah session, but wow, it really feels like it is. Yes, exactly. But I think it's so easy for us to champion those around us and sometimes forget about ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. To look somebody in the eye and be like, no, I don't know if you know this, but I'm on James Corden right now, which means by definition, I am a champion. I mean, speaking of champions, back in 1992, 1993, I was in 6th grade basketball, and I took second place at the Cary Park Basketball League.
Okay.
That's a pretty big accomplishment.
Exactly.
What would you say? Like, did you have any like trophies growing up? Were you like, would you win like a talent show or something?
You know what I want to say so badly right now? I want to say the
Are you
school
gonna say the
play.
again?
The school play. School Christmas play. Me, I was the cow in the school Christmas play. Okay, biggest accomplishment.
The best cow out there. Best cow. Won the best cow award.
You know what I always got, which I never knew was, but I always got like so much effort. Like most effort. Like
Oh, I got most improved player. Like you were terrible before, and now you're less terrible. Good job.
Okay, see, I always felt like that was at least something. Mine was never saying like you got better. It was just like you really tried, and that's so nice, you know. And that's what I always got. I always got you tried so much. And my sister, who is here, but she, on the other hand, it was a different. For her, it was like you've won. You are the best, and that's the thing. So I had a point of comparison where I was like, there is a difference.
Yeah.
But I always was just like, that's her thing, and my thing is effort, which helped with that confidence, I guess. Yeah.
Meanwhile, like you just put like your tiny trophy next to hers. Like, be nice to me. I tried.
Totally. Well, the invisible trophy.
Yes.
Next to her. Yeah. The imaginary trophy.
We have talked in the past about your like really cool upbringing where you kind of like all over a bunch of places and stuff, and you had mentioned that you had sang a lot of karaoke, like, and like that's a really big thing in Japan and stuff where you were, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever busted somebody karaokeing one of your songs yet?
Oh my gosh, I would have to show up here in a wheelchair because I had fallen down the stairs, freaking out, and fainted.
Oh, I thought you meant like in a disguise. I thought you were going like the trench coat and sunglasses around. I was like, are you in a disguise?
No, I'm saying I would have no problem calling myself a champion if I walked in on that.
Yeah.
No, that would be insane. I've heard through the grapevine, like some people saying like it showed up on the catalog, like River had shown up.
Yep.
But I wouldn't be standing. No, I wouldn't be standing. And by the way, I would give you a hug and be like, hey, so by the way, this is what happened last week. I mean, I would have told you straight away.
Yeah. And actually, you were a little pitchy dog. Like, just give him
Can you imagine? I would never. I'd be like, I'd be sobbing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited to have you back in Milwaukee in a couple of months, November 18th.
I can't wait.
We'll do some exploring of the haunted pool as per usual.
Yes.
And hopefully we don't meet any bears in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's a long story. We'll talk about it later. Bishop Briggs at Lollapalooza, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're the best.